I'd like to thank everybody for joining me here today at PHIT360 in Kittery, Maine. My name is Andrew Barris and I'm the owner of PHIT360. I'm a strength and conditioning coach for over 30 years. I'd like to share with you some of my basic foundation training. Home workout series part 2. We're going to start with band chops. We'll start with 10 sets of 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off for 5 minutes, or you can do 10 rounds of 30 seconds on, 15 seconds for 7.5, or 10 rounds for 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off for 10 minutes. And you can also repeat this routine 2 times. So we're going to start out with band chops.
Band chop kneeling, both knees down.
So with the both knees down, you can also start with this in the reverse to start standing and work your way down. So here with the band chops, kneeling, we're going to fully extend our arms, shoulder blades are down, and we're going to think about hip to hip. Make sure your hips are forward, they're not sitting back. We're just going to chop through. Again, range of motion should be hip to hip. Try not to over-rotate. And you can also follow the band if you have to. People will do it either way.
Band chop, one leg down, kneeling right.
So one legged down, you don't want to be leaning. You don't want your hips to be driving one way or the other. You want upright. Plant that back toe. And again, just hip to hip.
Band chop, one leg down, kneeling left.
We'll switch sides. Again, each one of these would be for 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, or 30, 15, 40, 20.
Band chop, standing.
All right, so we're going to get in that standing position. Knees are slightly bent, stomach is engaged. Fully extend the arms, shoulder blades down. Again, we're going to chop. We're going to get a little baseball swing in there now. We're going to get those hips moving.
Band step to skate, lunge, and chop.
So now what we're going to do is we're going to combine 2 movements with the band skater's lunge with a chop. So we're going to step out, chop across the body. Make sure you have that weight distribution on the hip and heel. Again, start with the band out in front of you, step, and chop. I want to thank you for joining me for the second part of the series for the home workout. And next we'll be moving on to workout number 1. Hello. Thanks for joining me here today at PHIT360 for the second part of the home workout series, the band basic 7 workout.
Band squats.
So what we're going to do is going to go ahead and stand on the band. You can do these without the band too for these squats, and you can pack it in. And then what you're going to do is sit those hips back, keep that chest up, knees are slightly bent, and we're going to squat down and then come back up. Just remember that the band may pull you forward, so you want to make sure you sit back on those hips and heels, keeping that chest up.
Band rows.
All right, for band rows, affix the band to something that's stable, it's not going to move. Step back into position. And what we want to do is you want to extend out, and then you're going to pull in. And when you pull in, I want you to squeeze your shoulder blades together, keep the shoulders down, and push the chest out with the abs tight. Now I'm not locking my knees out either. Remember, don't lock the knees out. Extend out, push those hips back, and row.
Band chest presses or push-ups.
Again, bands fixed to something. We're going to get in position. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Keep that chest up. You can either choose the neutral hand position or palms down.
Band shoulder presses.
So for band shoulder presses, we're going to go ahead and grab the band. Again, we're going to stand on it like we did for the squats. We're going to pack it in. And you can either do a single arm at a time, as if you're climbing that ladder, or you can do both arms. Now, just remember that your range of motion may be limited at the top. You don't have to fully extend your arms all the way out. So here again, just pressing up with a slight bend in the elbows at the top.
Band triceps.
All right, so for band triceps, take the band, put it on the floor. Again, 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. There's a couple different ways you can do this. You can also use it affixed, and I'll show you that one next. So here, kick back, or you grab them both at the same time, just like you did for the rows. Palms down. Now you're just kicking back like a skier's kick. This is a great tricep exercise.
Band shrugs.
All right, so this one, we're going to stand on it again, kind of like the squat, and the shoulders. Now with this one, you got to go a little bit wider because you got to get tension on there. And all you're going to do is, I don't know, a lot of you parents right now, asking the kids what you've been doing, and they go, I don't know. Remember, when you do that, you want to have a slight bend in the elbows when you pull up.
Lastly, band biceps.
All right, for the band biceps, pretty basic. You can also do 21s, a lot of different variations. Again, you're just gonna curl up. And I like to kind of kick back just a little bit to engage the triceps, and then curl back up. If I was standing from the side, curling up, down slow. In the next part, we're going to talk about sets, reps, the time of the reps, eccentric, concentric movement, and just learning how to build on this foundation. Plus, we're going to talk about some cardio. Hello, thank you for joining me here at PHIT360 for the home workout series. This is part 2, and we're going to do a little recap, talk about cardio. So the recap's going to go like this. As far as the order of exercises go, you're going to start out with your dynamic warm-up, which will be that lower body, and then you'll go into the upper body. Then you can move into the core, and then do your band chops, and then we'll go into the basic band 7 exercises. From there, what we'll do is you go into your cardio, and then foam rolling. So let's talk about those basic 7 exercises. As far as the speed of the reps go, we're going to have both the concentric and eccentric portions, or what we call the positive and negative portions. On the positive, you can go a little quicker up, and on the negative, you want to go slower down. That's when your muscles are really going to activate and help to increase that lean muscle mass. As far as how long you should do each exercise, we're going to do 6 rounds of 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, and if you have 7 exercises, that would take about 21 minutes. Don't forget, you have to have some time in between to recover, so that could be anywhere between 1 minute to 2 minutes. And in some points, you might even do 3 minutes, depending on your level of fitness. All right, and then week 2, you could move into 8 rounds of 20-10, which would be 4 minutes per exercise. And then week 3, you go into the 6 rounds of 30-15. Week 4, 8 rounds of 30-15. Week 5, you'll move to the 40-20, so 6 rounds of 40-20. And then week 6 is going to be 8 rounds of 40-20. So this gives you natural progression, time under tension. Well, how many reps should you be getting per round? All right, if you're doing 20 seconds, you're looking at about 6 to 8 reps per round. At 30 seconds, you're looking at about 8 to 12 reps per round. And anything of 40 seconds, you're going to look at probably 12 to 15 reps per round. If you're getting 20, you're probably going too quick. As far as cardio goes, you can treadmill, you can bike, you can skip rope, you can do stair steppers. Let's use the same scenario, but we'll just increase it by a couple. So we could do 10 rounds of 20-10 for week 1, 12 rounds of 20-10 for week 2. You can also bump it up again, 10 rounds of 30-15 week 3, and so forth, 12, 30-15 week 4, week 5, 40-20, week 6, 8 rounds of 40-20. So you can see you have natural progression in that sense too. For the stairs, if you want to just do a quick little step, if you want to look something up, it's called the Harvard Step Routine. It's a great way to kind of gauge your cardiovascular fitness. And what we do is just going to do your quick step-ups, up and down. Now you can use a step at home, just doing this for your cardio, up and down on this. 3-4 minutes, or do your 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 30-15s. Great way to train. As you know, that's the HITS principle, high intensity interval training. That's what we're all about. I want to thank you for joining me here for the first series of PHIT360 home workouts. There will be more. I will help to produce lots of different workouts, some that will be more challenging than others, and some extreme exercises. We'll have a lot of fun, so stay tuned for more, and thank you for watching PHIT360.